There's no moral high ground here. There's no monopoly on good intentions. Australians expect their leaders to work together. But sadly, if you look at the Prime Minister's approach, that is not what we have seen. With every public statement this Prime Minister has made, it seems to have only hardened his resolve that it's his way or the highway. He's attacked journalists for asking basic questions. He's attacked the opposition for seeking the clarity that we want to see how arrangements would actually work. So I stand here today disappointed with the Prime Minister, disappointed with his approach. It's his timeline, it's his question, and his refusal to meet anyone else halfway on anything is breathtaking in its arrogance. He refuses to contemplate even for a moment that what he has decided is the right path forward. And also the personal offence that he takes whenever he's asked a simple question, the indignation he responds with, it's unbecoming of the consensus that we all need to draw on. In recent days, Anthony Albanese has sought to weaponise the good faith of the Shadow Attorney-General over many years, and that's been totally inappropriate. And I want to pay tribute to Julian Leeser. He's worked tirelessly for his entire life for the betterment of Indigenous Australians, and the way the Prime Minister has sought to weaponise that work has been disgraceful. In a civil society, in a respectful political discourse, it's okay for Australians to question the wisdom of a government's proposed approach. And the Prime Minister should actually be encouraging these questions because it leads to a higher quality debate. Shouldn't be shutting it down at every turn. You don't get a blank cheque on the Constitution, but that's what this Prime Minister is demanding. And all we've been doing as members of Parliament, as a Liberal Party, is simply seeking answers and more details on what are very significant proposals for change. So I make this plea today. This needs to be a respectful debate. And that starts with the Prime Minister. If he can't show basic decency and respect when asked very simple questions, how can he possibly ask the Australians that are opposing him to do any differently? The Prime Minister bears a huge responsibility on his shoulders to ensure that this debate is conducted with civility, and I believe his demeanour needs to change today. We've been very clear from day one. We've engaged in the process in a respectful way with determination to see the best possible outcomes for Indigenous Australians. The onus is on the government to demonstrate how Anthony Albanese's voice proposal can improve the lives of Indigenous Australians without dividing all Australians.
Okay.